Hi guys, I'm Scott Speed, driver of this amazing Volkswagen Beetle GRC car. I got good news for the iRacing fam. We got this coming in. I'm currently working on it myself personally to make sure that it is as accurate as possible. With the addition of dirt and now this mean car, it is gonna be so fun. And it's gonna be available free to all the iRacing members. Personally, I can't wait to get out there and race you guys on it.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
When I sat in the car, you always wonder, what's it going to feel like? You know, it was my first time driving a mid-engine GT car. You know, my thoughts were, wow, this is really good for our first time in a car. I was really surprised by it. You're sitting low, you got the A-pillars at steep angles, the windshields at steep angles, you can see the fender flares. I think we have a chance to win. Everything's got to go right, but I think we have a car that can win the race or be on the podium. But can you imagine how cool that would be to go back 50 years later to the year and do it?
Welcome everyone to V8sonline's coverage of Monday night V8 Supercar Series, the iRacing.com official V8 Supercar Series. Jay Kennedy, and alongside me tonight for coverage of round 3 from Nurburgring, the winner of the second race in last night's V8 Supercar Online Premier Series, Jared Filsell. G'day Jared. That was really good English,
G'day,
wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good stuff up there.
Yeah, we've done well there. Just trying to fix up some technical gremlins while we're going live. We've lost all audio at the moment, so I'm just trying to fix that while we're on the go. So we'll get some pictures through very soon, but qualifying underway at the moment. There we go, we've got sound this time, so that's good. Yeah, the guys are doing qualifying at the moment. 23 car grid. Some names that a little bit surprised to see in this event tonight, and some names that we really do expect to be in this race as well. So should be a good field tonight. We're really looking forward to seeing how the racing goes.
Should be a great race. The temperature's quite cold, so you heard it here first. I'm going to say someone's going to roll it off of the chicane.
Of course, running slightly different layout than what we ran last night in the Premier Series with the different chicane. The track was changed almost last minute for the Premier Series for last night's event to ensure that the racing was a little bit better quality, but too late to fix it and change it for the official series. So we'll see some action and bumping and sliding and interesting passing manoeuvres into the hairpin, into the chicane second last corner tonight. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that goes. But yeah, I reckon you're right, Jared. Someone will roll it at that point tonight.
Yep, I've watched both of Emily's laps so far, and she's been right up on two wheels, so dare say she might be the first one to roll it.
It's the first outing in the official series we've seen for a little while. Been focusing on the Premier Series, so good to see her back out on track in the official series.
Yeah, I think the relatively low soft tonight definitely helped with that. I think we're at 3,000 soft for tonight, so that's a little bit lower than the norm, so it's helped a lot of the other guys come in, I think. Yeah, she's actually car number 23, so the last car actually on the grid, so she might have snuck in.
Yeah, I think if there was an extra car in this race, she may not have made it. So interesting to see that our championship leader, Mitchell McLeod, is not racing tonight. So he actually did do a race earlier in the week to help ensure he kept that championship lead. So it feels like I'm going back in time saying Mitchell McLeod leading the championship, but I actually am. I don't believe it.
Be one of those seasons, I think.
Always throws up a curveball this series. So at the moment, pretty much everyone has done a lap in quali at the moment. Just trying to fix a couple other technical gremlins I'm having. Sorry about all of this. Nothing's working properly tonight.
We got Emily on my end. She's lagging quite hard, and she actually hasn't registered a lap time, as well as Craig Jones and Brenton O'Brien. So had their dramas on their laps, as Brenton sets a lap time. And Craig Jones, he's gone from 22nd straight up to 13th, so that's a good jump from being basically last.
Yeah, Emily's actually got damage on her car from her internet issues, so possibly may not register this lap time as well.
Yeah,
See.
she's actually spun as
Okay.
well, so
Yeah.
that's definitely invalidated that lap. So struggle street for her.
Well,
At the moment.
starting grid's up on screen. Corey Preston will start from pole. Marlon McMullen in second. Thomas McMillan, who was a real surprise packet in the Premier Series last night, he'll start from third. Nick Cummins in fourth position. Then Daniel Williams, Matt Stratford, David Lord, JB Misada. Then we've got Wayne Burke, Michael Taliancic, Jordan Ross, Jason Quire, Craig Jones, Daniel Trim, Greg Sharp, Thomas Hins, Anthony Mancarella, Luke Page, Alexander Glaov. I'll just call it Alexander so I don't get it wrong. Then we've got... just missed who that was in the list. That was always good. Mario Vlasic, Stephen Varga, Brenton O'Brien and Emily Jones, as we said, did not get an official lap in. But we're ready to go. We've got 15 laps tonight. So a fairly short, quick sprint race. But no doubt we'll see plenty of action, especially into turn one.
Yeah, definitely. It's almost like a funnel for crashes, almost. So I dare say we will see someone pointing the wrong direction at one time.
Yeah, I've got no doubt that someone will be facing the wrong way at some point on the first lap. In fact, I'm very, very sure that someone will do it. So we'll see what happens, though. As we get ready to get underway. Cars starting to grid up. Just waiting for half the field. Not quite there as of yet. Who's your tip, Jared?
The hard one, to be honest. We've got Corey on pole. We've got at least from first to fifth who can possibly take out the win tonight. So any one of the top 5 guys, I think, can easily walk away with it. But it's a sprint race, so they're going to have to get the elbows out early, and yeah, they're going to have to get it done. Hopefully it's a clean race between the top guys. It's an Aussie server, so might be a little bit of contact.
Expecting this race to be about half an hour, so very, very short race for these guys. Yeah, as you said, any of the top 5, even top 6, could win this race. You've got Preston, McMillan, Cummins, Stratford, could all win this race. So I don't know who to pick either, so it'll be really, really tight. Daniel Williams did well as well last night, but here we go. We're about to get underway. As the revs rise. Round 3 is go.
Looks like McMillan was rolling on the start there, so I'm not sure whether he would have got a jump start or not. But Arlen's got a very good, nice jump.
Yeah, he'll get through quite easily. Looks like it's going to be fairly clean. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Oh, we got a Jack Daniels car in the background there,
sure
up on 2 wheels.
May have been... I'm not sure. I'm not even going to guess, but have a look at the front 2, still side by side through the arena.
We might have just missed it, but Nick Cummings, I think, got served out wide there, and he's just come back on, and he's well down the field.
Yeah, he's dropped back to 11th, and he's still struggling to get back on. He's got Taliancic right beside. Oh, there's a car in the fence. Greg Sharp, I think that is. Yep, Greg
big
Sharp.
damage for Greg there.
See if we can quickly grab a replay. Up the front, it has settled a little, so we'll quickly grab a replay, then we'll go back to the front.
Yeah, it looked like Thomas Hins there just got loose on the AstroTurf and just served him up, unfortunately.
We saw that a fair bit last night, the AstroTurf being very, very painful for drivers, causing a lot of slickness. Have a look at Emily Jones. She's already made her way up into 14th position.
Great start. Corey's gotten the move done on Marlon there while we've been watching the other bits of action, so hopefully he can get his head down and got some quick lap times.
Got JB Masada and Nick Cummins side by side, so this is for 10th after Cummins is trying to make his way back through the field.
Yeah, Nick's going to have to be careful here with the net coat. Oh, he's sideways. Oh.
And Taliancic is right there too.
Oh, that'll be close to a cut track penalty as a, who's that, Jason Quire cuts, so that'll definitely be a cut track penalty. So does Nick Cummings, so they've both
Daniel
got a
Williams
slow down.
may have got a slow down as well because he was just ahead of McMillan and now he's up the inside. Actually, no, he hasn't because he's got to run. He's actually going to make a move, but have a look at Stratford. Maybe McMillan that's got the slowdown because he's dropping back through the field. Stratford now is run wide, and here comes Wayne Burke.
But the guys are just sorting themselves out at the moment.
Cummins
Quite a cold track.
Cummins
so
has
I don't
dropped
think
again.
temperatures would be optimised in the tyres at the moment.
Cummins has dropped again. He's now back in 15th. So
Yeah, he had a cut track penalty at the chicane.
Williams, Stratford, Burke. This is for third position. Williams did a great job in the first race last night in the Premier Series.
He's just run wide here. Stratty's got a good run. He might have to cover him off here. Stratty's going to have a look.
Oh. Big lock
Bit
up
loose there.
Stratford. Yeah. Emily Jones is already up in the 12th position.
Got JB running wide here. Got Emily full blinky bill spec in the background there. Got Nick about to make a move on Thomas here. It's a quite easy pass. I think Thomas let him have it pretty easy there.
Yeah, no real fighting from that one.
Two beaten up Falcons there.
Daniel Williams has got a lot of pressure on behind him from Matt Stratford.
Wayne Burke there, actually not even touching the curbs, so maybe he's a bit privy to the whole rolling aspect of this track at the moment. Bit gun shy.
Cummins is lost out again. He's now back behind Hinz and he's side by side with Luke Page.
Yeah, Thomas McMillan's actually got to slow down as well. He's dropped back
two.
a lot of positions, so it's 2 in 2 laps.
And Emily Jones now past half the field, started 23rd, she's up to 11th.
A little bit of contact there with McMillan and Alexander there, just parking it on the apex nicely.
Go back to the battle for third though. Williams has a little bit of a gap, not a real gap, but Stratford and Burke are both right there, ready to pounce.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Williams is struggling definitely on that right-hander there. Stratty's got a really good run, so he's going to have to cover him again. Otherwise, Stratty's just going to have to send it right up there. Here we go. Oh, a bit squirrely.
Oh, and Wayne Burke may follow him through.
Good move.
Yeah, good move. Very good move. So Stratford up to third.
Can't overcommit here and make himself open for the next corner. Wayne Burke looks like he's got a good run. Better of it.
While they've been battling as well, just behind, Jordan Ross, David Lauder starting to close up.
Here we go.
Yeah, with Wayne Burke now.
Side by side here. This is going to be interesting. Ross got the preferred line. David lets him have it.
Oh!
We've got Wayne
Williams.
Burke.
Yeah, well,
making a
Burke and
move.
Williams had contact there in the middle of the chicane. Jordan Ross has got a slowdown just in the background.
Yep.
But Williams is going to try and get a great exit here.
Masida in the background as well. He's had another one as Emily runs very, very wide. The wet line, as you'd say.
Emily's going to pick up another spot and move herself into the top 10.
The attrition rate here is phenomenal, starting last and into the top 10 after 3 laps.
Williams almost threw it up the inside of Burke there, but had to pull out of it at the last second. Have a look how tight he is in behind Wayne Burke.
Yeah, here we go. I think he might have a dive here.
He needs to get it done here because he's weak at the next part of the track. Saying that it could use it. Oh, and right on cue, he's lost a bit of ground there.
Meanwhile, up the front, Marlon is chipping away at Corey. They've pretty much traded exact same lap times last lap there, so pretty much cleared the field at the moment. So hopefully Marlon can chip away and we'll have a battle for the lead.
Yeah, 6/10 at the moment, and we've seen Corey in the past when he starts to lose his cool or has a bit of pressure, he can crack. So if Marlon can get right on his tail, who knows what could happen.
Luke Page and Daniel Trim here, up at the hairpin. They're pretty close here.
Yeah, Jason Quire just ahead, but Page and Trim.
Daniel Trim's got a run here.
Yeah, he's in the wrong spot to get a run though.
Oh, a little bit of contact there. Not much you can do in that spot there. Pretty much just set him up for the run.
Yeah. Go back to Craig Jones, who's moving through the field. He's got Jordan Ross. He's just past Jordan Ross, I should say. And Ross
He's done a
now,
great job as well. He's moved up 5 positions since the start, so
yep.
Clean. No cut track penalties.
I love these nice short sprint races. We're already pretty much a third of the way through this race.
Well, in the background, who was that on two wheels? That was massive. He was almost ready to roll that, I think. I think that was Alexander in the Jack Daniels livery in the background.
Yeah, he's just getting passed by Thomas Hinds.
Yeah, he got right up on two wheels. Folded the mirror in on the concrete. Jordan Ross just made a move on Craig Jones at turn 1. I just missed that one.
Up the front.
Craig sends it up the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Sorry
tight.
about it.
Have
Up
to
the
set him
front.
up on the exit here.
Still 0.6 of a second between McMullen and Preston. Stratford's around about the same pace as those two at the front and pulling away from Wayne Burke.
Marlon's actually made the move. He's in front.
Oh, actually he's
Corey.
in front. Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, Marlon actually registered in front by 1/1000th of a second at the line, so not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I'll grab a
Corey
replay.
could have made a mistake.
My mistake there. Here we go. So this is
I
at
think
the-
Corey had a slowdown because he
Yeah.
had quite a lot of a gap and he just pretty much gave it to him at the last corner there, so
Yeah, replay that on
Corey
screen
to
now.
put his head down now and charge on.
Yep, had to be a slowdown because of the way that he's checked up in the middle of that corner. And through goes McMullen. So
Oh, JB Masita in the background, he's massive contact with the wall exiting the Schumacher S's. That'll be his night done. Massive hit. He's pretty much just lost on the exit there. Nothing much you can do. I've done it plenty of times in practice. You're pretty much a passenger.
replay that on screen as soon as we finish with this replay. We'll go back to the front because it's 0.3 of a second separating the front two now. Saw that a couple of times last night. Guys, as soon as they start to get a little bit loose on that
Bit of
AstroTurf.
contact with Emily and Thomas at the chicane there. Thomas has got a heavily damaged car and he would have had a slowdown from that. Oh, and he's come back on the track. That's a bit awkward. Netcode contact there. That's not what we want to see. That was pretty heavy damage there. He looks like his car's quite wounded.
Yeah, he's actually crabbing a little bit down the front straight.
Yeah, heavy side-to-side contact, wheel-to-wheel, so I think that's just tweaked his steering massively there, so looks like he's struggling.
So up the front, 0.5 of a second, McMullen now leads Preston. 5 laps into the 15-lap race. We're on lap 6. Stratford 3 seconds behind these two. Wayne Burke a second behind. Then it's Daniel Williams who has David Lord starting to catch him. Gained half a second last lap, did Lord, so see if that starts to unfold into some sort of battle soon. Emily Jones though into 10th. She's got a bit of a train of cars behind with Thomas Hinds, Alexander and Nick Cummins there. And Hinds defending into the hairpin. Alexander, big
He's
lock
just
up
run
and
wide
comes
there
goes
on
through,
the
yeah.
AstroTurf.
Yep.
Nick should get the move done here,
Oh,
or not.
maybe
No,
not.
he's going to have to yield out of this one. This is going to be contact. Run very wide there, so see if he can get the run. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, up the inside.
Oh,
Oh,
not quite.
backed
Chopped
out of
him
it.
off there. Slammed the door shut on Nick there, so you have to keep his cool and think about where to do it next, because you definitely can't do it into this chicane.
Thomas McMillan's dropping further through the field, unfortunately, but Jordan Ross has David Lord right on his tail now. Oh, and just behind, I'm pretty sure that was Craig Jones. He had a slowdown, and Taliancic almost ran into the back of him.
I think they both could have had a slowdown there.
Yeah.
They both checked up very awkwardly.
It's a bit strange, that. Back to the front, though.
Corey was 1/10 of a second quicker that time. Got Wayne Burke reeling in Stratty at the moment, so that was 3/10 of a second gained last lap.
Taljancic and Jones side by side through turn 1. Sorted themselves out there, but we'll stay with this battle at the front because Preston is closing. McMillan's in the pit, so his race done, unfortunately.
And not very many places to pass here other than really turn 1, maybe the hairpin at the back of the circuit. So Corey's going to have to think about this and work out where he's stronger than Marlon, and yeah, he's going to have to think a few corners ahead. Can't really just bomb it up there because most of these corners you can pretty much just get back up the inside on the next corner. So yeah, it's up to Corey to make the call here. Looks like he's definitely got some sort of pace on board because they're pretty evenly matched at the moment.
He's actually doing a pretty good job. Sometimes we'll see him
Very
just
close.
throw it up the inside, but he's actually looking like he's planning out where he's going to make this move.
He
It's
definitely
great to
looks like
see.
he's stronger with the tyres at the moment. He's pretty much placing the car anywhere he likes. Marlon's just over driving a little, pretty much mirror
Here we
driving.
go.
Oh, here we go. The inside here. Don't overcommit, Corey. Don't want to slow down right now. Kill your race.
Oh, Marlon's going to come
Oh.
back here though.
Marlon's right up the inside. Corey's going to have to hang wide here. Plan it out.
Saw it quite a few times last night that holding that outside line is not necessarily a bad thing because of the length of the straight. You can actually get a good run running on the outside. Just behind, Stratford is going to have to defend from Burke, but Preston and
Oh,
McMullen.
he's in really, really deep. Hopefully he can hold the outside here so we have the inside on the next corner. Yep.
Good driving from
Marlon will
both these
hang out
guys.
wide and he'll try to go for the inside move. Yep.
Oh, over under, good move.
Not quite. Oh, he's there. Now Corey's got the inside for the next corner, so great battling. Corey's just going to have to park it, really.
And this is going to help Stratford and Burke, who have gained a second in the last half a lap on these two.
Massive gains for those two guys there, so if they keep battling, it'll be a 4-car fight for the lead, and whoever's really looked after their tyres the best will come out on top.
Which you'd probably say has been Stratford because he hasn't had to battle or fight at all in this race.
I think he's just cruising, to be honest. His times are very, very consistent. And these two up the front here are just absolutely... Yeah, they're going crazy pretty much.
Good to see
But
though.
Corey's built a bit of a gap at the moment, so
Yep.
I think Marlon might have to pull it off a bit and make a little charge.
Halfway
towards
through
the
this
end.
race now. 7.5 laps in, 7.5 to go. On screen now we have the battle for third position. Matt Stratford in the PMS Ford Falcon being trailed by the Synergy Sim Racing Commodore of Wayne C. Burke.
4-car train back in the field with Nick Cummings, Alexander, and we've got Jason Quire as well. This looks like it could heat up at any moment.
Daniel
So-
Trim rounding off that little gaggle of cars, so keep one eye on that as well. But Stratford and Burke have not moved that gap. Actually, saying that, Burke's closer than what he was at the end of last lap. See if he's able to get a
Chipping
run out
away
of his
every
final
single
corner.
lap. He's
Yeah,
reeling him in
Just
little
2-3
increments
tenths a lap.
every lap. Got a 58.5 to a 58.2, so another 2/10 of a second there. But Wayne's definitely got the measure of Stratty at the moment in terms of consistency and tyre life, but one thing to catch them, but to pass is a
oh, 3
horrific
wide down the
ball game.
front straight. Cummins, Quire and Alexander. Who's going to blink? No one.
Oh,
Cummins,
Nick turns across
oh.
Alexander's nose.
And Alexander's
Oh.
going to get a good run.
Big
Oh,
escort off
big
the track.
contact.
Oh no.
Quire's lost out. He's lost 3 spots. Danny Trim goes through, gets 2. Easy as you like. Go back to Stratford and Burke, who are side by side as well. And Daniel Williams is starting to
messy.
close up again.
Yeah, these boys are going to have to tussle it out now. I think they're definitely out of the first and second realm at the moment if they're going to keep battling. Definitely helping Daniel Williams out though. He's definitely been same pace as Wayne, if not quicker, so he's reeling him in. Here we go, side by side through the S's here. Oh, contact.
Oh,
That'll be a slowdown for sure. Wayne's just going to have to get out of it now.
Stratty's checking up a little bit to try and redress that too, and Daniel Williams is going to get through. He'll pass Burke, so Stratty will probably try and hold Williams up and work a way to get Burke through. Maybe.
Just said sorry over the team stats, so unintentional contact, just side by side, maybe a little bit of net code. Wayne might have a bit of the red mist going at the moment, so that doesn't help. Calm it down and hopefully make a surge back up. Looks like it'll be a good battle between these guys for the podium position.
Yep. Still on at the front. Basically the same lap time between Preston and McMullen last lap around. Oh, Emily Jones has made a mistake. She's lost heaps of time at the chicane. We'll try and pick up a replay of what's happened.
I'm going to say, don't tell me she rolled it. She almost did. Yeah, that's unfortunate there. I think the old TTR set wasn't tuned for the old big curbs here, so we didn't run them, so the rebound in the shock would be not suited for this curb, that's for sure.
No.
Almost taking flight into the stratosphere there. That's crazy.
Saying that, what that's done with her dropping back in the field, it's made this a 6-car battle.
Nick trying to make the move on Trim here.
Yep.
Going to hold it around the outside. Probably get an off track there.
And
Eating some form of track limits.
All sorts of sideways there from Trim.
Quite a low grip surface this track, so, and quite a lot of deg, so quite hard for these guys. Even though it's a really, really cold track, there will still be some form of tyre deg and whatnot, so work's cut out for him at the moment. Got Emily in the background, Ricky Bill again, so that doesn't help things. Anthony Mancarella there will be having a nightmare trying to pick his line there.
Yeah, it's so off-putting having that happen just ahead of you. At the front, gap now stretched out to 1 second. Stratford, Williams, Burke, they've dropped about 2 seconds off that battle at the front. Jason Quire's just run wide in that battle pack we were watching. He's gone from the middle of that pack right to the back.
Yeah, these guys for the podium position, they're pushing really, really hard. Daniel Williams, they're sideways off the exit, sideways again. Wayne looks like he's got a good run here. Yeah, Daniel's covered him.
5 laps to go.
Wayne goes for the double move here.
Oh.
Wayne's up the inside. Wide. We've got track position. You can hold it around the outside here. Doesn't look like he can. Good move there by Wayne. Bit of experience there.
Yeah. We're talking about the gap at the front being a second. It's dropped half a second already in this lap. McMullen is closing once again. Live gap now is down to 0.6 of a second. It did flick at about 0.4 not that long ago in this lap.
Bit of cat and mouse, I think. In my experiences, I prefer to follow than lead it sometimes because my car feels a lot better behind someone than actually leading in the clean air, which is really, really weird. So I think that might be coming into play here with Marlon versus Corey, because Corey was all over the back of Marlon when he was leading, and now Marlon looks like he's reeling Corey in a little bit every lap. So a few more laps to go here. Hopefully Corey can hold on.
Either way, it's been a good battle between the two. Very, very mature driving from both of these guys in this race, which is always good to see.
Tell you what, don't discount Jordan Ross from this battle.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
He was a second quicker than the whole three guys in front of him last lap. He's on a charge.
Yeah, he's right there now. He's in the draft with Daniel Williams just ahead, and he has a potential for getting that podium. If he didn't get that slowdown earlier in the race, he'd be there.
Yeah, that hampered him quite a lot. Obviously, his third and fourth lap didn't count. So, he's actually monstering those curbs. I think that's where he's making up most of his time. I think the Synergy Sim Racing setup's on point at the moment for that chicane, seeing though as Wayne Burke smashes them every lap as well.
Yeah. Have a look at the front. McMullen's right there now again.
Worst thing you can do at the moment is mirror drive. Corey needs to not look in the mirror, focus on what he's doing, don't over push the car, Especially don't lock
he's
a
just
brake.
done it.
Oh, here we go.
Just looked in the mirror then and straight through at that moment. Came McMullen.
Needs to really concentrate on his exits here. As soon as you superheat these tyres, it takes laps and laps to get them back. Obviously, Marlon had his little moment a few laps ago. Now he's called him off and he's on a charge again.
Carella's just run off the track. Not quite sure what's happened, but we'll quickly try and pick up a replay. He was involved in that battle pack we saw with those 6 cars with Trim, Cummins, Emily Jones. Actually, Emily Jones is in the pits. Something's happened to Emily.
Anthony's just lost it there on his own. He's locked them up and gone straight at turn 1. I'm not sure what happened there. Possibly a bit of a glitch there. Emily's actually disconnected from the server, so I'm not sure what's happened there.
The replay coming up now, but
hard to follow her at the moment. It's almost like a slideshow.
I think the same thing's happened again at the chicane.
Yeah, I don't want to put my bets on. Don't tell me she's rolled it.
About to find out. Oh, she's locked it up going into the chicane, and I think she's given up. But go back to the front. Have a look at this live now. McMullen is right there. He might be able to make a move here into turn 1. He's got to make sure he gets a good exit here. And who knows what will happen into 1.
Yeah, I think Corey got that exit down pretty good. He's on the AstroTurf there. He's going to have to make a move. If he wants to block, he has to stay there. The cheeky double moving. Arlen's letting him know he's there. Quite different lines going into turn 1 there.
There's plenty of different lines. This track really does have a lot of different lines that can work. We see Williams up the inside of Burke. And Jordan Ross is right in it now. Stratford is loving looking at this in the mirror. He's away.
The best feeling knowing that the blokes are going at it behind you and you're just driving away.
Burke's going to hold here, but if Williams can hold the outside, he's not going to be able to. He's going to have to tuck back in.
Smart move there. You can't really tuck your nose in there, otherwise that'd end in tears with Wayne facing the wrong direction. So it's a ball there by Daniel.
Jordan Ross is going to potentially come
right
through
there.
here. Oh, thought about chucking it up the inside right at the last second.
On the bumper.
3 laps to go. Not long left in this race.
Rory actually hasn't registered these last 2 laps, so I'm thinking he might have got another slowdown.
Either that or he's just being that aggressive with the off-tracks that he's not caring about it. He saved them up to the end of this race and now he's just going for it. Which a lot of guys do that trick. Just try and save them for the end of the race.
Can't be too aggressive because the Marlon might see what's happening and he might get on the back of him and give him a cheeky nudge and tip him over. Unsportsmanlike, but you got to do what you got to do to get a win,
Jordan
I guess.
Ross! Ross has made a big mistake.
Oh no.
Got a wheel off on the AstroTurf and loops it around
fence.
into the fence.
And he's
Raced
escaped
up.
out. Oh no. Like the car had much damage.
He may have already
Relatively
had
light
damage. Yeah,
crash.
it was fairly light contact, but sometimes, oh no, he hadn't actually clipped the AstroTurf. He just got on the throttle too early and around it went. Sometimes you're just that angry when that happens, you just give up. He's actually quit the server as well.
Yeah, a bit of red mist and disappointing. So
2 to go.
had that happen before.
2 left in this one. Preston leading from McMullen. Nothing between them at all.
Nick Cummings and Daniel Trimmy having a good battle. They're side by side down the front straight, so Jason Quire's in prime position here, so and Nick's got no straight line with that brick of a Ford at the moment.
Oh! Trim locked
Locked
up
the rears there.
right at the end. Locked them up and now they're 3 wide.
Great battle. I think Danny might have to adjust the brake bias on his Commodore there. The optimal brake bias.
Oh, 3 wide again. It's gone.
Throwing it in.
Jason
Here we
Quires. Oh, and Cummins
and
around.
Cummings is around.
He went way too aggressive there, and he's just disconnected as well. He's had enough. He wasn't
A
putting
lot
up
of
with that
rage
damage.
quitting in tonight's server.
Alright, back to Burke and Williams. Stratford's checked out at 1.5 seconds pretty much.
Pretty much see ya. But up the front here we've got Marlon, Oh, trying his best with Corey, but at the moment I don't think it's enough. Unless Corey can make a monumental mistake. I hope not. Touch wood with the commentator's curse, but
You're not officially a commentator until you do that, although you've done that with your teammate, saying that she's pretty much rolled it. It's been a really good battle. Well done to both these guys.
some of the best battles are the ones on the timesheets. They're quite interesting. Me and myself and Rogers and Madison have had a few crackers of them over the years, so
Final lap.
pretty much trading lap times these blokes.
Yeah. Again, same lap time from both of them, 58.4s. McMullen now a little bit of a touch through the middle of the corner.
All the curb there.
Yeah.
Definitely closed in on the last lap here. I think he's...
Oh,
Oh,
it's a great battle.
he really needs to set him up here. Maybe even use a cheeky off track to get the exit down, so we'll have a look.
Craig Jones and Thomas Hinz have just been side by side. Hinzy's got back through, but we'll stay with Preston McMullen, keeping one eye on the timesheets as well. Burke's checked out from Williams. He's now out to 0.8 of a second, so that battle is pretty much done. Williams run out of tyres, I believe. But this battle at the front is definitely not over. Half a lap to go. And this part of the lap is where McMullen's look stronger, I believe.
I think Corey just needs to pretty much point the mirror the other way. Yeah, I don't think Marlon can do it from here. He's too far back.
He's got to get a ripping run out of this section here to make
Unless
sure
Corey
it's right.
can get if he gets a slowdown at the last corner.
Always a chance of that happening too.
Yeah, Corey really needs to undercommit into this section of the track. You don't really no risk here. Marlon's well back, so you can give away a few tenths.
Yeah, he's got half a second behind him, so he has got time up his sleeve.
There's a lot of the curb. Marlon looks like he used a lot as well.
Yeah, had nothing to lose there, but it looks like Corey Preston coming into the final corner for the final time. Great drive from him, picked up pole position and will pick up the win here at Nurburgring for round 3 of the official V8 Supercar online series.
Struddy and Wayne Burke here, they've closed up a lot.
Stratford just holds on. David
Good race
Lord,
by those guys.
good drive to get P6. Michael Taliancic will finish 7th. Thomas Hinz will finish in 8th position.
Thomas McMillan coming across the line, 2 laps down, just circulating for some I rating or safety rating.
Yeah, he actually gained a spot there at the end, so good work from him. But Thomas Hinz started in 16th, he's finished 8th. That's a good drive
Jason
from him.
Quire just making a move on Danny Trim at the last corner there.
Yeah, and got it done too. Just 10th of a second separating those guys.
Greg Sharp and Stefan Varga here coming to the line.
Yep.
Fortunately, Greg had the spin at the start of the race there, so that's put him well back. Fortunately, good recovery drive nonetheless.
Now, last finisher will be Mario Vlasic, who we haven't concentrated on at all tonight. He's running the Holden Cruise at the moment.
The most optimal race car, I wouldn't think, the Holden Cruise.
No. Definitely lacking some rear downforce, the Cruise.
Yeah, his lap times are well off the pace, in excess of 2 to 3 seconds per lap. So
his best lap is a 2-minute. So comparison to the fastest lap of the race is a 57.7, so 2.3 seconds off.
Glad the supercars didn't choose the Cruise as their preferred choice of the Gen 2.
Could still happen. Never know. But
Stranger things have happened.
Across the line will come Vlasic, and we'll go through the results. But a very, very entertaining race tonight. Well done to Corey Preston for picking up the win. Race results on screen. Corey Preston winning half a second over Marlon McMullen. Those two fought at it all race, so well done to those two. Matt Stratford holds on for 3rd. Wayne Burke in 4th. Daniel Williams 5th. David Lord in 6th position. Michael Taliancic in 7th. Thomas Hinz in 8th. Craig Jones 9th. Alexander Glahov in 10th position. Then Jason Quire, Daniel Trim, Luke Page, Anthony Mancarella, Stephen Varga, Greg Sharp and Mario Vlasic, last car on the lead lap. Then Nick Cummins, who DNF'd. Thomas McMillan, who limped it across the line. Then the rest of the DNFs, Jordan Ross, Emily Jones, JB Masada and Brett O'Brien, who had an issue on lap 1. great night of racing, Jared.
Yeah, that was good from the guys there. A few good battles. Well done to Corey. He had his struggles last night in the Premier Series. Nice to hit back with a win in the official tonight.
Yeah, well done for he and Marlon. They both had a really good battle, so that was really good to see. So well done to both those guys, and well done to Stratford, Burke, Williams and Lord for that battle. And Jordan Ross as well for that battle throughout that race too. But that was really, really entertaining. But thank you to you as well, Jared, for jumping in. Really appreciate it.
A late call up. Not much to do on a Monday night, so having any interviews? That's the
No,
question.
we don't do interviews on a Monday. We wrap it up nice and quickly, which is always good.
Oh well.
You got out of it easy, mate. You don't have to plan any questions.
Spontaneous questions are the best ones.
Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night. We'll be bringing round 3 of the midweek sports car championship. Then Wednesday night we start our action for Formula Renault Australia New Zealand Championship. Thursday night we have IMSA, and Sunday night we have Carrera Cup Australia. Next Monday, V8 Supercar Series heads to Imola, where we'll have all the action once again. Thanks once again, Jared, for jumping in. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. It's good to be here. I might jump in next Monday, see how we go.
Sounds good, mate. I'll have you along. But we'll wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in. Your winner for round 3 has been Corey Preston. We'll see you tomorrow night.